Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Blues and the Oakland Raiders. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, set. Ready?
Banjo, banjo, banjo.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Watch the whip.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, Gold 66. Hey, Foxtrot. 380. Hey.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
White. We begin to turn you up.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, alert.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Cut. 57's the mic. Watch the
Hey, gun. Two.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wait, that 380.
Tight right. Four down.
Go bandit.
He's crazy.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Throwing again. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Hey, check it.
Fournette on the counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 Stay hot!
On first down, here's Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Landon Collins made the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The
here we
Raider
go.
offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're running...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
21.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Here we go. Wait, 80! White.
You don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Hey, Delta.
57's Mike. Now watch one. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, keep it up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's caught. Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Here we go. 80!
Here we go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of there where all the big boys are. Make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. Watkins, the intended receiver.
29. Alpha.
Check 59. Mike 28.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Alpha.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a trip.
Brady now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my...
And my goodness, another interception. picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Garoppolo. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brady now to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. He finds some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run by the big man Fournette. 44 yards on the ground. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 8-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Brady. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11. 57.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Garoppolo now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Garoppolo. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. David Njoku, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Escaping the pressure. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he's going to let it go deep, and that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Check, 59, 59. Thanks. Mike Fox.
They'll toss it to Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Brady. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ozzie, check it, reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Right here.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check safety. Switch.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
We got this at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
13.
Garoppolo to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher for... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, Mike 20. Here I come.
I got this.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for our visitors, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.